like,
that's why I stopped going to awards. I'm like, let me know what happens, guys.
Yeah.
It was really hard. It was probably like my least favorite year of P21.
Like, that's definitely something I don't miss from season 2 and 3.
Okay, thanks.
No.
Glad to know.
But like, I feel like people have a lot of like misconceptions about you.
And everyone is like, all her chair choreography just looks the same.
I feel like
to the untrained eye, maybe.
Like, you can tell, like, you like shape dancers into like something like no other. So like, how do you do it?
This might be controversial. So I want to take it out.
That was a question a lot. Like, do you place for combo groups?
And that's when I first did My Boyfriend's Back.
Okay, so. My Boyfriend's Back.
But
okay. So here's how it's going to go.
People's
if
choice.
you win the raffle and you get the hoodie, you come find me after and I will give Molly the hoodie.
Like, she'll hold a sign.
And then
I'm Kenz.
Raffle winners.
Yeah, raffle.
I put a poll on my Instagram for listener questions, and there was a lot. Like,
ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please?
Hey guys, welcome back to episode 18 of Stop Talking Kenz. Today is the long-awaited episode that everyone has been waiting for 18 episodes, literally. I know she should have been my first guest, but...
Or your 21st.
Yeah, but like here we are. And so today I have Molly Long, as you guys all know, who's literally like my favorite person ever, obviously. And I'm so excited for this. So let's just get right into it. Okay. Let's just start right from the beginning.
Okay.
You were a dancer first before a choreographer.
Yes.
So how did you grow up and like get into dance?
Okay. So my mom owned a dance studio with my dad when my parents were still together. And when they got divorced, my mom and dad sold the studio. And so the studio closed. I think I was around like 3 or 5. It was one of those odd numbers. Let's go with 5. I think that sounds more right. And then that studio was called California Dance Academy, CDA, that merged with Dance Precisions. So I was at Dance Precisions from age 5 to 18 when I graduated. And then I worked there like 3 or 4 more years. But at CDA, my aunt worked there. My best friend Jasmine, who I grew up with, her mom worked there. So we all grew up there. And then we all moved over to Dance Precisions. And then my mom taught at DP as the mini teacher. My aunt Leslie taught as the junior teacher. So it was just like a whole family situation.
How did you manage to stay at that one studio for that long?
So I don't know if it was just like a different time back then, but no one really changed studios. You just kind of stuck with it. And it was more, I don't know if it was like a social media's made it change. Because we only saw what other studios were doing when we would go to competitions. Yeah, we didn't see like weekly class videos or anything.
Right.
And we weren't like friends with people. Like, we barely had texting back then. Yeah. Like, we weren't like texting people from other studios.
I feel like we talk about this a lot.
Yeah, no, I always bring it up to you guys. I'm like, what's it like?
Yeah.
I would hate it, like being you guys. So we just had like our own little bubble. And and those were like your only friends. So if you like left that studio, you kind of would just like lose your friends. Yeah. And I just felt way more isolated.
In your like own little bubble.
Yeah, so for sure.
You told us like you like texted on your flip phone to like when you would hang out and like you wouldn't text otherwise. Like you'd text your plans and then like that's it.
Yeah, I would tell the kids because they were like, how did you make plans with each other? I'm like, we would either make them in person like before we had even texting, like when we were like 10. Because I don't think I got like a phone until I was like in 6th grade. But even that didn't include like, I couldn't text. My mom, this might be controversial. So I want to take it out. But my mom told me, I think to scare me, that was her way of getting me to stay a good child. She was like, only drug dealers text.
Stop.
So I was like, okay, well, I'm not going to do that. So I didn't text any of my friends. We would just make plans when we were at the studio. Yeah. So it was like, hey, like, let's have a sleepover this weekend. Yeah. I'll ask my mom, report back tomorrow. We'd go home, ask our parents, come back the next day. What'd your mom say?
Like, that's crazy. Yeah. Like, what would you do in your free time, like at home?
Well, that's kind of how I got into like choreographing because I was just at home a lot. Wow. And there was like, I mean, you can only watch so much. I mean, there's not Netflix. Like you just watch what's on TV. And if there was nothing on, me and Jasmine, we would both of our parents were single parents growing up, so we were home a lot in the summer because my mom worked summer school and Jasmine's mom worked as well. So we were just home a lot all day long, probably until like 4 o'clock we went to dance. And so we would like make up, we would have a schedule. We're like, wake up, have breakfast. And then we would, I don't know, do other stuff and like make up dances from 11 to 1. And we would just like move all the furniture in my living room, put on like Mariah Carey or Black Eyed Peas or something, and we would just make up dances.
Okay, like going into choreographing, obviously, that's literally like what you do, and you're so good at it. Like everyone's obsessed with your choreography, and it's like, and like I feel like now so many people have like very similar styles to you.
Yeah.
But like, how did you kind of said like how you got into it, but what was your first like exposure to like, or your first like public choreography thing?
Well, so when I was around people choreographing a lot, right? I was growing up in a studio. And when you're a studio owner's kid or a dance teacher's kid, you're at the studio so much more than everybody else.
Yeah.
Like if my mom had a teacher meeting at DP
like
that went until 10, I just would have to stay there.
Yeah.
So my mom was a choreographer, my aunt was a choreographer. And so when my mom had to do weekend rehearsals with the minis, because she was the mini teacher at DP, she would always start rehearsals at like 8 a.m. Like I'm
so grateful you don't do that.
Yeah, I'm like, no way. 9's the earliest, but even that's a push. And I would have dance at like 10. And she was like, well, do you want to come with me? Or and I'd be like, no, I literally want to come with you. Like, I want to help you with the little kids.
Yeah.
Like, they were so fun to work with.
Yeah.
And I like helped her with formations and I helped her choreograph. So that's kind of how I like started getting into it. I just loved it, like from age 10.
Yeah.
And then when I turned 16, I wanted to drive. My mom wanted me to drive too. She was like, you need to take care of yourself. So she said if I wanted to drive, I had to pay for my own gas or something. It was something. And you know, being a dancer, you don't have a lot of free time.
Yeah.
Like there's no way I could go Jamba Juice and get a job.
Yeah.
So I was, my mom was kind of in the transition of leaving teaching dance because she was like getting an administrative job at her high school that she worked at. She's going to become a principal. So I kind of, as she was leaving, I was kind of taking over. And so I started officially teaching, getting paid for it when I was 16. And that's when I first did My Boyfriend's Back.
Okay, so. My Boyfriend's Back. I feel like it's now becoming like, it was really viral. Then it's
resurfacing.
Like, and now it's like resurfacing because everyone's recreating it on TikTok.
I know.
And like,
it's like those TV shows that like were popular back then and they come back for reboots, like Full House, Full House. I feel like that's My Boyfriend's Back.
You need to do it.
Well, we were all in a group chat when it got, was it like over nationals?
Yeah, it was at like TDA.
Yeah. So me and Autumn, Emily, and Sarah were like talking about it. We're like, let's go to P21 and like recreate it.
Yeah.
And we just couldn't figure out times for our schedule, but maybe we will now.
One day.
Yeah.
Okay. How did that even start?
I mean, it's just, everyone asked me and I feel like my answer is just so terrible because it was just like so genuine. Like, heard the song and I was like, I was just choreographing and I did see it, which I think is funny now that at P21 we do so many like videos because in my mind, when I choreograph, I see things in my mind before I like.
Yeah.
So like I see the kids on stage or like I see all of you guys on stage, how I want the dance to just like move.
Right.
And I saw that for My Boyfriend's Back, but like in the beginning, I like pictured it close up, like as if it was like a music video.
Yeah.
And like at 16, I was thinking about like those visual shots. And it just kind of like is funny now that we do so many like videos at P21. Yeah. It's kind of just like how I've always seen things.
Okay, that's a good segue into our videos that we do.
Yeah.
I feel like people think it takes like a week and you literally do it in like 2 hours.
Yeah, literally. It's very stressful.
Do you just
hope you all enjoy them.
It is stressful.
For me, I hope it's fun for you guys.
No, it is fun, but like when we do them in like one take, like that's when it gets stressful because you're like running around like
shout out to Delaney because Delaney's the one with the camera and running. I make her do a lot of cardio on those days.
She burns a lot of calories. Yeah. Okay, but you just like get a vision for the videos we do and then like they just like come to life.
Yes.
Like how do you even do it? Like I actually don't understand.
I definitely when I'm stuck for a vision, I replay the song over and over and over again. And then I'm like, I see it in my brain. And I'm like, that could be better. So like play that song again, start from the top.
Yeah.
And like I try something different. And it's just kind of like, if it's hard for me, it's a repetitive process. Like again. And then I'm like, I figure out like, all right, that'll do. Yeah. And then you guys just always make it look good. Like even if it's not my favorite thing, I'm like,
I feel like we like literally we do it all in that like time, and then like it always like turns out so good. Like I
Yeah,
don't
like
know
what is
how.
it when you guys see it? Because I always know what the big vision is going to be because it's in my
It's
brain.
never what I think.
Yeah, is it like cooler when you watch it back?
It's so much cooler because like we're doing it.
Yeah,
so
you
we
don't
like
know.
see like anything that's happening,
And you don't really see what the little kids are doing. So when it ties all in,
Yeah,
the Christmas video. When is this going to air?
the Christmas video will be out.
Already?
Yeah,
Okay. The Christmas video is going to be poppin'. Do you know the storyline for it?
kind of like the Mean Girls, and then we have to stay for level 2 because we're also in the Elf one.
Home Alone.
Home Alone.
Yeah. Oh, no. Home Alone is finale. You are in the Elf
And then
one.
Richie's Santa.
Yeah.
He was like, I got an email.
But do you know how it all ties
No.
together? Do I tell you or just let you be surprised tomorrow?
Oh my God, it's tomorrow.
Well, we're learning it tomorrow.
Oh my God, yeah. No, tell
Learning
me.
it tomorrow, filming Wednesday.
Yeah.
So, so it's basically Project 21, the film.
Oh, right. We were talking about that.
Project 21, the film. And I wanted to do, I don't know why I'm going so extra with this. I mean, I do know why. But each level has a different film.
Yeah.
And I'm picking a song from that Christmas film. And then we're going to be dancing it.
Yeah.
But I was like, how are we going to tie it together? Because it's going to be so random. Like,
yeah, like three different
Christmas
movies.
films.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and we need a finale where everyone dances together.
Yeah.
Like, so level 2 and 1 are the Grinch.
Uh-huh.
You guys are Mean Girls
Yeah.
and Elf.
Yeah.
And then we're tying it together with Home Alone when, what's his name in the movie? Whatever, Macaulay Culkin.
Kevin.
When Kevin does the fake party at his house. Remember he has those rocking around.
With like the TV on.
Yeah. Well, I don't think it's the TV on.
Oh.
It's like
the trains are going around.
Yes. He in all the silhouettes.
Yeah.
So like there's a lot of people in his house. But that's rocking around the Christmas tree. So that's gonna be our finale.
Yeah.
Okay. So how are we gonna tie that together? So basically we're gonna have Sienna, because she's hurt and can't do anything. She's gonna be babysitting Cece and Delaney in the lobby.
Uh-huh.
And she's going to suggest, as their babysitter, a movie marathon. And they're each going to pick their favorite Christmas movie.
And it's going to be
and they're going to turn on the TV and it's going to be like, you guys. And it's like changing the channel for each one.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Isn't that cute?
It's just like, how do you come up with things like
Delaney
that?
helped with that one.
That's
I was like, how are we going to
crazy.
tie it together? That's like a big thing.
Like,
but then I came up with that at the end, like Sienna's going to leave to go pick them up pizza because she's their babysitter. She needs to feed them. And they're going to be like, where'd she go? And they're like, oh, she went to go pick up our Postmates. And then Cece's going to be like, so we're home alone. And that's how it's going to like tie into the finale of Home Alone. Yeah.
That's cute.
Isn't that cute?
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
That seems like a lot of work for you. A lot.
No, it won't be.
Okay.
I was really excited. I had a whole deck, like a whole thing. I have like lines for the kids.
Oh, wow.
Like Cece, Delaney, and Sienna.
Oh, wow.
It was actually really fun.
Okay. Well, you guys will already have seen it, so
yeah.
I hope it slays.
You'll love it.
Okay, now let's go back into Project 21.
Okay.
Like, literally, how did that start?
How did it start? Okay, so I stopped working for DP when I was 21, 22. I don't know. It's been a while.
Let's just say 21
for
the sake of the number.
I actually think, I think it was 21. Yeah, because I announced it. Okay, let me go back. I stopped working for DP when I was 21. And then I spent that whole year traveling.
Yeah.
Like from September to summer.
Right.
I was just traveling. I was going everywhere. It was so fun. But I like missed being in the classroom with kids.
Right.
Like you guys are essentially my project, right? Like working with you guys like weekly and consistently and like building you guys up.
Mm-hmm.
That's like what I missed. I loved that.
Yeah.
And so when I was 20, I was 21 when I announced P21. It's like in August. I was in Australia and I was like, am I going to do it? Am I not going to do it? It's like such a big responsibility. I'm only 21. And I was like, okay, I'll announce it. And everyone asks about the name. The name is just, I didn't love anything with like dance company or like anything. And like, last names are fine, but like mine's long, like long dance company. Would you want to dance for long dance company? Like I wouldn't want to teach for it. So I liked like the project.
Yeah.
And then 21 is when I was born. The 21st.
August 21st.
Yeah. That's like literally all it is. Everyone always
deep.
asks. Yes. I'm like, I'm so sorry to disappoint you. It's not that special. So I announced that when I was in Australia.
Yeah.
And I was 21, but then I turned 22 So that's how it got started. It was super small. I think it was like 20 kids, season 1. And we rented space out of McCoy Rigby in Yorba Linda, and they were so generous to like open up their space for us. And it was only like 3 days a week, Tuesday, Wednesday,
Tuesday, Wednesday,
Thursday.
Thursday.
Everyone danced together from like the 9-year-olds to the 18-year-olds. It was like 1-2 hour class every single day. We did choreography on the weekends. So it's changed a lot, but like the core of it's kind of remained the same. Yeah.
Because I was there season 2.
Yeah.
So like I feel like I've like experienced like both sides of it.
Totally.
And like it's definitely like changed, but also it's like still like so similar. Like we have our technique days, we have our combo days, we have our contemporary days.
Yeah.
The only thing we are missing is Bosu Day.
Shut up.
I have to say I don't miss it. It was so terrible.
Your last day of your senior year, I'm gonna bring back Bosu just
like
for you.
I literally will cry because it's so bad. And like Molly would make people like if you like she saw you cheating, you'd have to stay longer than other people.
You're cheating.
Like literally
You're
probably
cheating.
me. And like you'd make me stay longer and I would literally
And look, you've grown up to be a cheater in math class.
It was so bad.
Yeah.
And we had it like that was like the class that like the little kids had with the older kids.
Yeah.
So it'd also be like you don't want to like screw up in front of them. So it's just like a lot of stress.
And the little kids were always better just because they had littler bodies. Like, and you know what I mean? Like you're older, you're become a woman. It's way harder to hold a plank for 2 minutes.
Like I can't imagine doing it now as a senior.
All right, well, tomorrow.
No.
Scrap the music video. We're going to do Bosu
Day. No. Like that's definitely something I don't miss from season 2 and 3.
Okay, thanks. Glad to know.
But like I feel like it was like, yeah, it was so nice. Like, and we like we're in that room with like the trampoline, but you never even let us do anything regarding the trampoline.
Yeah, you're gonna break your leg?
You never let us. Oh, and it'd be like,
what do I have you doing? Like, well, I guess I have little kids doing it. Like, what were you doing? Front aerials in your dances at the time?
No,
yeah,
like a side aerial. I literally can speak on this personally. Like, I don't even know how you accepted me season 2. Like how? Like I was just
fire
like,
and a drive.
It was just like I was like so random. Like literally like a random kid from Michigan. No. Like literally, and I don't know if people know this, but my sisters didn't even audition their first
where
year.
were they?
Where
were you girls?
Literally in the pool.
Where are you right now?
Like, hello? Like literally I'm here my senior year. Like you can tell like you like shape dancers into like something like no other. So like how do you do it? And like how do you just like see things in people and then like shape them?
Yeah, I definitely think like everyone's like, oh, you create stars, blah, blah, blah. Like I definitely think I'm just like really good at unlocking people's potential.
Yeah.
I don't think I make stars. I think if like you're willing to listen and take my correction and like open to everything I have to offer and being hard on you and being consistently hard on you, then like you're going to get better. So it's like you have, I think like in that way, drive and like tenacity is way more important than like any kind of natural talent.
Yeah. I feel like you say a lot, like people don't like walk in here like amazing. And like you have to have like the hard work and like being able to take everything you say and like take it with grace and like just like apply the correction. And then like that's how you become like so good.
Yeah. And a lot of P21 kids like work a lot at home. Like they do a lot of, I don't know, I think just being in an environment like P21, it feels it's like really competitive. It's really intense. Everyone's really good. Like no one sucks. Everyone's fabulous. And so I think that kind of changes just the way when you're like in the classroom, it just changes the way you are. Yeah. The way you show up to class, the way you listen to corrections, any other teacher, every teacher, not just me. So I think just the kind of like elevated energy that P21 has promotes that.
And I feel like I can speak like personally, like there's definitely like a mindset shift. Like I feel like that's why like in the beginning of the year, like we talk about this, like I'm always like so like rough, like in the beginning of the year.
It was summer.
And then you like have to like get back into it.
Yeah,
like I feel like I've like had to like really like shift my mindset and like now I'm like doing so much better like now into the year. But like it's like definitely like something you like get like in the zone for.
Yeah.
And like even like coming back, like I was like so like and then like you have to like shift into it.
But comes in waves. Yeah. Just like life, you know. Moments you'll be more committed than others.
Yeah. Okay, so you not only choreograph for us, obviously, but you also choreograph a lot for other studios.
Yeah.
So how do you manage all of that with our rehearsal schedules that are so crazy too? And jump. Oh my gosh. And jump.
Well, several things. I have a lot of help. my fabulous assistant, Kat, helps
We love her
so much. And I think the first year I was on Jump, I was doing all of that without Kat, without an assistant. And it was really hard. It was probably like my least favorite year of P21. Because it was just like so hard to manage everything. But I definitely have dialed back on studio work because studio work is really hard. I was just at club and I was telling them this.
Yeah.
Because they had said like a choreographer canceled. And the choreographer who canceled on them was trying to cut back on choreography at studios. And they were kind of bummed. And I was like, guys, no, it's like really hard.
Yeah.
Like, and it's like a lot of pressure. Like I don't feel pressure from the studios I go to anymore. But definitely like I'm coming into the studio. Like I want to give club dance a great dance. When I go to Larkin, I want to give them amazing work. Like I don't want to just phone it in. So I put a lot of pressure on myself because they obviously see the great dances I create on you guys. And I don't know. So, and that's all just like self-pressure. Like, you know, love Michelle Larkin, but she's not putting pressure on me. So that's definitely hard. So I've definitely cut back on those jobs, but the ones I've gone to this year, like they've all been super enjoyable, super easy. So it makes it definitely easier to go and do all of that hard work. Because they're long days too. I mean, you guys are in the studio with me. Like that's basically what I do. Probably a little longer.
Yeah, because we like have you like whenever we want, basically. Yeah. And you have to finish their dance whenever you go.
Yeah. Like yesterday, I did like 1 to 6 with you guys, or not like you, but like at 21, I was 1 to 6. And like at club, I was pretty much like that too. But I think because the kids were in school, because I did a weekday. But like at Larkin, it's like 9 a.m. to 8 p.m., like no breaks. And I don't like breaks. Oh my gosh. Like the minute I sit down, I just will never get back up. So, yeah, studio jobs, definitely cutting back. I used to do way more, obviously when I wasn't on Jump because I had more weekends free. So now I think traveling, when I travel, it's mostly for Jump now, unless I'm traveling with you guys for a comp, out of state comp, out of city comp. So yeah, I feel better going away for Jump or outside studio work when I know like you guys are at the studio with Corey and Troy, or like you are getting work done with Giselle or stuff like that. And then I keep those like allotted weekends free for P21. Like anytime I'm home on a weekend, I'm with you guys. So just try to make the most of my time.
Yeah, I feel like when you're at Jump, we're still like in the studio, like just like running our dances that you've already choreographed, like just like cleaning them without
being proactive, being efficient. It's like my top favorite thing.
And then, okay, I don't even think you know this, but our least favorite thing is when Giselle films the dances at the end. No, but she's always like, we're always like, Giselle, like, don't film it. Because, like, we obviously know you're going to see it. But then Giselle's like, oh, like, I'm not going to send it to her unless she asks me. Like, I just need to have them, like, banked in my camera roll, like, just in case she asks me.
So I should start asking.
No. But she always films them. Like, even, like, when we were at Y-Lab, like, before the holiday parties, like, she filmed them. Well, I did.
Oh, good. I'll ask after this on my way home. Wait, you guys know I pop into the videos all the time.
Like literally we know.
I literally live stream it.
We literally know.
Yeah, we literally have cameras at the studio, and when I'm on like a break at Jump, I'm like, I watch the videos in the big room and I'll text Giselle. I'm like, Kenz was out of her formation on this part.
One rehearsal last year, we were like, it was Alien Superstar. You were on the thing. We all knew you were on the thing.
Yeah, I told you to wave to me.
Yeah, no. And like we were like, it was before that. And we were like, what count does this go on or something like that? And you texted Giselle and then everyone was like, what the heck?
I'm
like
everywhere.
It was so scary. Like, because it was like, oh, like, do we go on pearls? Do we go on this? You texted her. And then it was like, oh my God. Cause like we could not figure it out, but you were watching. So you told us when to go.
Yeah. I like to make sure you all feel that even when I'm away, I'm still invested.
Yeah, I know. But I prefer when you're just there in person because then you can see when you're watching. But this, it's like you never know when you're watching. I like do not like it at all. Like even like Monday genre, because you tell us like on Tuesday, you're like, oh yeah, like I saw you guys in hip hop last night, and everyone's like, oh my God, like Molly was watching, even though you weren't there.
And I screen record too, so I can go back and show you guys. I think you guys were talking too much right here when the teacher was talking to you guys.
I like don't like it at all. Yeah, we have a camera, guys. It's bad. Okay, so my first Molly class, like coming back, was at Jump.
Yes,
in Mexico. In Mexico.
Okay.
And when we booked like Mexico, we thought it was New Mexico, like the state. And then
oh my God.
And then when we found out it was the country, because my mom was going to book the hotel and she was like, why is it like
No.
literally?
Why is it in Spanish?
Yeah, like literally what the heck? We did more research and then
I would die.
it was the country and my mom was like, you guys are not going like to a country for a dance competition. But then we saw you were on the schedule. So then the twins and I were like, we're going. Like we're literally going just for this Molly class, okay? And then my mom was like, I'm not going. So our dad took us. We like met him at like customs. Like my mom dropped us off at LAX. We met him at customs. We went to Mexico. It was a crazy experience.
It was so fun. I did the Taylor Swift combo in the junior room. You guys came.
Yeah.
And the teen senior was together and I did the audition.
And I remember like the audition, like they were saying the numbers in Spanish.
Yeah.
But then you like were telling the twins.
Oh yeah.
I
was like, it's yours.
Like, go. Because like we did not understand anything that was going on.
That is like, so funny. I remember having to be like, guys, that's your group.
Yeah. Like that was like our first like Molly class back, which is so weird.
You know what I was thinking about when I was like thinking about the podcast? You are closer in age to me when I started P21 than I am now.
I'm closer in age to you.
When I started P21.
That's so weird.
You're closer to the
like
Molly
21.
that started.
Like that's so weird.
Than I am right now. I've been doing that, doing P21 that long.
Okay.
Is that crazy?
Yeah.
You'd be starting in 3 years.
No thanks. I'll be in college. Like living my life.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. Do you feel like it's like gotten easier? Like season 1 to like season 9?
I mean, it's definitely grown, and I feel like with any kind of like growth, things
get harder. Yeah.
Things have gotten easier, and like things have gotten easier in some areas.
Mm-hmm.
Kat definitely helps with that. And then
because you literally used to we used to have you like 100 times a week in season 1.
I used to do everything.
You were the only teacher.
Yeah.
Like my first year. Like that's crazy.
Yeah. I did all the
every class Tuesday
entries for competition. Kat does that now.
Everything.
I emailed all the parents. I feel like I haven't gotten an email from one parent this year.
Isn't that so nice?
Yeah.
Okay, now let's go into this. Project is like a very like no parent zone. Like parents do not come into the studio. But why do you feel like you've like adapted to like the no parent zone?
Well, it started because we were at McCoy Rigby.
Yeah.
And we were inside a studio that wasn't ours.
Yeah.
So we couldn't just like
lounge around
and make it our home.
Yeah.
You know. So like from almost 5 years.
Yeah.
It was all very much like drop off, pick off, like don't hang out in the lobby, you know, like this is their space. They're their own studio.
Yeah.
Like and then when I got the new space, the smaller suite that we had before what we have now, it was COVID year.
Yeah.
So I like had opened it in January of 2019. October of 2019. And then 2020 was 3 months later.
Yeah.
And so then it was like one person in the studio at a time. Like we can't even have multiple people in here. And then, and we just, I think there's really no need.
There's no need.
You can email me if you need anything, or Kat now.
Please email Kat.
And I mean, that was like a lot of choreographers who come in. It's like their favorite thing about it is that it's just like, it's not Grand Central Station. It's very like the kids are here. The kids are in the kids' room. Kids stay there.
It's literally called the kids' room.
It's called the kids' room. My sweet cleaning lady texted me a video of the kids' room
this
morning about how bad it was.
It's so bad this weekend.
She said, tell them if they enter like a princess, they have to leave it like a princess. I said, okay, I'll tell them. We're going to put signs up in the kids' room that say that. Oh,
did she notice the couches broke?
Yeah, she was like, I'm going to throw it out. I was like, she's like, it's falling apart. I'm like,
someone like put yoga blocks on it so we could
in the video
still,
she sent me. I saw. Yeah, it was actually really disgusting. So I don't need more people in the studio making a mess.
Enough.
Yes, and the lobby is so nice and clean.
Yeah, because Molly kind of like it really is like stay in the kids' room, guys, and like don't like lounge around and like outside of the studio.
You can hang out in the kitchen and the kids' room, and then everything else in the studio. The studio's giant.
Yeah, and we have like that small studio that
like you take class with me and then have an hour break and then take another class. Like you're here and then you leave.
Yeah.
Like
there's no need for like
there's not much lounging really unless it's on a weekend rehearsal.
Yeah.
And so that a big reason Corey and Troy like loved the atmosphere of P21 when they came to do those solos last year. They're like, we love that it's like a pick up drop off situation. Like that's really nice.
They were like telling us this weekend, they were like, they were like, "What's the time?" And I was like, "No one wears an Apple Watch here."
Oh yeah, yeah,
And then
yeah. I
they
hate
were
that.
like, "Oh my God, like, does Molly like say that like not to wear an Apple Watch?" And I was like, It's just like no one does." Like,
I've told
'cause,
people not to wear it.
like, cause like,
I had a girl season 2 wear it, and I said, "You need to stop wearing it."
yeah. So we
Getting
were like,
text messages
yeah.
in class.
So I was like, yeah, like Molly doesn't like it. And they were like, "Oh my God, we love that." Like, we hate when people wear Apple Watches. And I was like, yeah, like she doesn't like it either. I literally said that to them.
Yeah.
They agree like on so many things that
Yeah.
they're very similar.
I've like thought about putting a clock up. I used to have a clock up in the
old studio.
but then I just like, I think it's so disrespectful and kids pass over.
Yeah, like I feel like I never think about it.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you're just like so like focused
And it's
on
so
what
much
you're
better
doing.
when you're like,
It's so much
when
better.
I'm like, okay, class over. You're like, oh my God, it's done.
No, like when you were like literally this weekend, you were like, "Okay, let's run it for the last time." I was like, "What?" I was like, it's over. Like it makes it go, I feel like go by so much faster because you're just like not even thinking about like when the time
and
is.
it's like I will let you know when class is over.
Yeah.
I run a tight
time
ship.
management.
Yeah, I run a tight ship here.
Yeah.
So yeah, and I'm like, if there's like an emergency, like I do check my email during class all the time. Annoyingly, it's a bad habit. So, or Kat will text me. You know what I mean? Like if a parent needs to get a hold of a kid. Yeah.
Yeah. And like I feel like older kids, like we're like so good at like just like communicating to Molly directly that like I feel like my mom like now like the twins and I being so old like never has to like do anything.
Yeah,
and like that's like so nice because like I feel like I could just text you and be like, "Oh, can't come to class today." Like
right. Have OSHA.
Okay. What is like give us like a deep dive into your mind, like of like your creative, like how do you come up with like literally our dances that we have this year? I feel like our dances this year like slay.
Thank you.
Don't they?
I mean, I think so.
Like I think they do.
I hope they do.
I think so. Like how do you even like, is it like imagination? Like you're like a visual?
It definitely starts with the song first. So I'll like do a P21 playlist, like season 9. And I'll just like throw a bunch of songs on there. And I'll just like kind of listen to them over and over. I'm the kind of person, I've always been like this, who can listen to songs over and over and over again. And I feel like kids these days can't. Like, are you, like if you're like, "Oh my God, I've heard it twice in a row, I can't listen to it again." Like I'll listen to a song 30 times in a row.
Like I definitely could not listen to a song.
That's probably because we had CDs back in the day that only had 12 tracks on them. And then you just, after you finish
like we can just do like skip on Spotify.
You literally have a million songs. A million, more than a million. Yeah. We had 12, basically. Then you just switch the CD out. Or I had like an iPod shuffle, the very first iPod that came out. It was like, oh my God. It looked like an USB. Basically was that, because that's what you plugged into like the computer. Yeah. So it was like this.
And that had
and
your
it just
music
had a little
on it?
circle, and you can only put like 50 songs on it.
Oh wow.
So that was really cool, but it was so So definitely the repetitiveness, kind of like what I told you, like if I'm stuck, I'll like repeat.
Yeah.
So if I'm like thinking of like what song, if I'm in between a few songs, I'll just like whatever one kind of naturally comes vision to me, I'll pick that one. I'm like, oh, that sounds like it'll be. So it definitely starts with the song. And then I like play it over and over and over again and see if I can see a vision in my head on stage.
Right.
And then, then that's how it like comes. And sometimes I like vary, like if I want to make it up like by myself or just wait until I'm like in the studio with you guys and like kind of make it up on you guys.
I feel like this year you've like come with our combos prepared.
I know. Well, I did that last year too.
But like when I like that season 2 and 3, you did not do that. It was like very much like you're making it up like right now.
Yeah. I stopped that after Selena's senior year, after Selena graduated, because then I realized I was making them up on her, and she was the only one who could do them. She was the only one who could do them even that year. So like no one could get them her senior year.
Oh my God, I came for Fergalicious.
That was the worst one. No one could get that one except for her.
So hard.
It was so hard.
And I was like, Mom, like, I don't know if I can come back. Like,
but no one got that except for her.
Yeah.
I mean, like, people got it.
But like, no one can do it like
no one could execute it how I wanted it to except for her, because I was making it up on her.
Yeah.
It's like Selena solos.
Yeah, so like.
It's a great challenge for everybody.
So maybe it's like a blessing in disguise.
No, for sure. Making it up on my old body, and then you all can do it.
No, because you like will be like, okay, I made this up in my living room, guys.
I know.
So I always think see how it looks.
I literally have a dance studio, and why am I making up combos in the living room?
But
safe place, I guess.
Okay, let's talk about Showcase.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
I'm like so excited for this year because last year was so fun. We just talked about this. Last year was so fun, but I was so sick. Like the worst sickness of my life ever. And then you got it right after.
Yeah. And I say, I feel so bad for her because she was so sick and I didn't know how sick she was. I was like, Kenz, it's showcase. We literally have
she was
showcase in 5 hours. I was like, throw up, let's go.
I was throwing up while we were doing our dances.
I'm like, put some extra like tanning stuff on because you look really pale. Like
I missed my spray tan because I was throwing up, like I could not get up. I was in the urgent care the night before because I was like, Mom, like I don't even know if I can do showcase, period. And you were like, that's like not an option.
You're doing showcase.
Yeah. And then like showcases, like we do showcase and then the weekend after is our first competition.
Yes.
So then I was sick showcase, but then everyone else was sick the week of our first competition.
So showcase is on a Sunday. She pulled through, made it happen. And then Monday we had like regular class. You obviously didn't come.
Yeah.
I think your sisters got sick that Monday.
Yeah.
I went to the studio. I got sick that night and I was like, thought I was dying.
I
made Kenz dance with this. Are you kidding?
I thought I was
This is
dying.
my payback. It was the worst sickness ever. It was so bad. Like it was the only word I could describe is violent. It was violent.
It was terrible.
It was
and then
aggressive.
we like wore masks that week
that
at the
whole week.
studio.
'Cause I'm like,
this is like COVID part 2, but like
it was
throw
so much
up.
worse than COVID.
It was so much worse. Yeah, it was like a P21 like lockdown, but like so many people got it.
So many people got it. People were out until like Thursday.
Yeah, and then like we competed, but no one's gonna get this sick
That was
this
worst
year.
case scenario because that week before our first competition, I wasn't even there because I was sick.
Oh yeah, and then like we did corrections from showcase, and people weren't there.
Like Kendall and Sammy weren't there, so I
voice memoed
my entire morning. I rewatched videos from showcase that Delaney had filmed, and I hand wrote every single correction that I was giving the kids that they were going to hear that night, but Sammy and Kendall were going to miss because they were sick. And I like either voice memoed or just like took a photo of them, and I was like, here are your corrections.
Know them.
Oh, it was just like teamwork for sure.
Crazy. Right. But this year, no one's going to get sick because we're all staying so healthy right now. And it's going to be even more fun than last year.
I like told them, I like woke up one morning like last week and I was like, oh my God, I'm so excited for showcase.
It's so fun. And it's just like, I like it because it's like the first time, like we obviously like do our dances a lot. We're very well prepared going into it, but like just having that like on stage lighting, everything before competition is so nice because this is obviously stressful, but it's like stressful in the sense that like only you are judging us, right? Because like it's just like our parents.
Yeah, your parents are gonna love whatever you do.
Yeah, like our grandma, like whatever, like no one cares.
You're gonna go on that stage and fall. They're gonna love it.
Yeah, so it's like this is the time to like get out there, do it before we're actually getting judged for competition the next weekend.
Yeah, that's why like initially I did it because growing up at DP, we would do like 3 nationals. By the way, team nationals, not like an optional do your solo. It was all like 3 team nationals. We would get back. We would have recital. And then we would have banquet and then auditions, like all within a week of each other. And we're like, we just came from 3 nationals. We don't want to do these dances again.
Yeah.
And so it was just kind of like pulling teeth with us. And I'm like, okay, how can we kind of do that but make it more exciting? And it's like, oh, if it's the first time you're doing them, not the last, it's going to be way more enjoyable.
I never thought of it like that. Like it's like a recital, except we do it first and not last.
And I don't call it a recital.
But thank God.
But yeah, that's why. Because I'm like, I want to do it. And I think it's great to get you guys on stage before competing and it like gets the nerves out.
And it's so fun.
Any like hiccups, like doing stuff in the studio with a mirror is way different than doing it on stage without a mirror.
Like even when we flipped it for showcase, like that was so different than just like doing it.
Some things were tragic. Yes. And I was like, oh God, does that dance really suck? I told You Don't Love Me that yesterday. I was really worried at showcase filming, but now I feel much better about this. But yeah, so that's why I do it. And yeah, it just feels, and you guys are excited for it rather than if we came back from nationals and like, hey, let's do it again. Like you guys would be like, are you kidding?
Yeah.
So
how long was showcase the first? No, it wasn't the first year last year.
No, it was Selena's senior year. I think it was the first time we did it.
And then you did a live first, like where it was just live, not in person.
Yeah, that was COVID. And I always did a showcase, but only for my like friends and family.
And it was just like in the studio. Yeah. I think I was there because we did that at McCoy. And you just like set up a bunch of chairs in like that room with the door.
Yes.
And then like people would just come in and watch. But
and you guys were still nervous about it.
Yeah. And there was like probably like 30 people.
Yeah. And it was like all my like friends and family.
like
grandma,
have definitely
Nana.
seen the dances before.
Yeah. So, oh no, I think season 5 we did it. We did it at Your Belinda's Theater.
Mm-hmm.
And then Yeah, I think I'm kind of getting my dates mixed up, but I remember doing it in a theater. But again, it was only for friends and family. But
It
I
wasn't
still
like
got a
open
theater.
to public.
Yeah, that was the year we did World of Dance. So that was like 2019, heading into 2020. Yeah. So and then I think the 2020, 21 year we did the live because of COVID.
Yeah.
And then Selena's
No, we
senior year
did.
it's our third one, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really fun. Like, I'm not even gonna lie.
Kenz is she's
No, I really wanna
orchestrating
do a
a
raffle.
raffle. She's really
But you
jazzed
kind of
about
like
it.
seem against it.
I'm not against it. I want you to handle it.
I really, really want to do a
Kat
raffle.
really wants you to handle it.
During intermission, like so bad. Like
I told you you could do it.
Yeah, like so bad. So like buy your tickets so you can partake in my raffle.
Yeah.
And win a signed hoodie by Molly.
Yeah.
Molly
No
doesn't
one
want
wants
to
it
sign
signed.
it.
No one wants it signed.
Everyone wants it signed besides you.
No, I'm going to ruin it.
No, you're not.
I've signed things before. I've signed shirts and sweatshirts, and it ruins them, in my opinion. If you want it signed, I will sign it. But
Okay. So here's how it's gonna go.
People's
if
choice.
you win the raffle
Good
and
choice.
you get the hoodie, you come find me after, and I will give
Meet her in
Molly
the
the
lobby.
hoodie.
You're like, she'll hold a sign.
And then
I'm Ken.
raffle winners.
Yeah, raffle winners. Over here, please.
And I will ask Molly to sign your hoodie if you win.
You'll ask them if they want it.
Yeah. Okay. And I
will
guarantee
do it if they
and
want
we're
it.
doing 3, right?
Whatever you want, Ken.
3.
3.
And how?
3 for the 3 seniors.
Yeah.
Horrible.
Yeah. Like, so like literally come to showcase to participate in the raffle.
Yeah, it's the only thing that matters. Don't even
Not
watch
our
the dances. Yeah.
Like come at intermission.
Yeah, just for
and then
that.
come back to get your hoodie signed.
Yeah.
Like,
Come for the raffle, go get some food, come back later when it's over.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not selling this well.
No, but actually showcase, it's going to be so fun this year. And
Dances are fire.
I feel like our dancers are so good this year.
I
like,
love them. Every single one I did, like I love. I feel like I love them every year, but everyone is like special to me.
Yeah. Our dances are like, I feel like Molly was like, okay, Loyola and I were talking about this.
Gosh.
We were like, what? Molly was not like into like garage band, like cutting them this year. Like they're so long. And then Loyola was like, we just had to cut music for OSHA. And Loyola
Yeah.
was like, literally, we were doing Break Your Soul yesterday.
Like, did Molly forget how to cut music?
Loyola was like, should I help her? And I was like, stop, Loyola. I was like, she knows.
No, it's coming to a point. For Break My Soul, when she does the house of Balenciaga, it's so many houses. I don't know.
You're gonna
So
cut?
I'm cutting the house.
Please,
Yeah.
like, please cut.
Like, there's only so many houses we can do.
Yeah, but like I feel like our dances are so long, but like they don't even feel long. Okay, they feel long.
I didn't
because
cut West End. Yeah,
Yeah,
you're right.
'cause
I
I'm,
was
like,
like, what else?
about to throw up
In what?
after West End. It's so hard.
They told me You Don't Love Me. We finished it yesterday. I
Oh,
was
yeah,
like, is it harder than West End? They're like, yeah, it's way harder.
Really?
They have like a minute and a half of just sitting there walking. I didn't cut that one, but I did fade it out earlier than the song fades out. So
Yeah,
guess
I feel like our dances are like long this year, but like it's like they're not repetitive in
Okay.
any way.
Alien Superstar was like 3:30.
That dance did not feel long.
And
But I feel like it didn't feel long because we had the sections. Like
you also
either
have sections. Were you just not off stage all
No,
of
I
yesterday?
was.
You were sitting in the kids' room while I was working with a different section.
Yeah, Molly, it was so nice. Like, thank you. Like she didn't make us stand on the side.
I know you guys are very respectful. I was like, you guys can go. You were standing. You were practicing. I was like, you can go.
Yeah, and
Very
she let us sit in the
respectful.
kids' room. Like that was like
And you made it a mess.
it was not me. I sat in the kitchen, but no, like West End, no, we don't leave the stage.
There's like 7 of you. You're not going to leave the stage.
Okay, but it's so hard. So okay,
It's
okay,
fine.
and I feel like another thing about showcase that's different about competition is the lack of breaks because you're doing your dances
Yeah.
like way more back
Yes.
to back.
Yeah. And you have
And then-
solos thrown in there. And
And
yeah.
then like competition, it's like we have like 2-hour breaks in between where it's like, but also I feel like there's pros and cons to that because like competition, you're like lounging around and then you like kind of get out of zone. I feel like
Yeah.
you're good about like pulling us back in and being like, okay, like now we need to
do
focus.
another warm up.
God, I hate that. She makes us do our full warm up again if there's like enough time in between our dances.
Yeah, sitting around and crisscross applesauce.
But I feel like showcase, it's like everything happens so
But you
fast.
guys love that because it's like frantic and crazy.
But then it's like it gets to a point where it's like, let me catch my breath. Like, you know?
How many dances do you have? 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like I feel like
There's
they're
only,
like hard this
there's
year.
only like 12 or 13. Like or half of them. It's gonna be a lot harder.
And I feel like I'm
And you're
definitely
gonna have
like
bigger solo. Seniors.
I'm in like more like I have a bigger role in the dances this year than I did last year.
Yeah.
So it's like harder for me because like I have to like
Gotta
you
pull
say
up.
like everyone. Oh, that's just like a big thing we worked on last year for before nationals is like everyone pulls their weight, and I feel like
Yeah.
you're really big about that at
Yeah.
Project. It's like
Yeah.
wherever you are, like you're important. And like,
Yeah.
I feel like that's something you really emphasize.
Yeah. And I have no sympathy because I was never like the star of the front row. So, and I was always working
So she
110%.
really truly does not care
Yeah.
where you stand. Like you will be doing it like the person that's center.
Those are just like not my kind of people who are like,
don't care because they're in the back.
They work harder if they're in the front row.
Yeah.
Those aren't my kind of dancers.
Yeah. So I definitely feel like I'm like, I have to like.
It just that's just like, to me, like as a teacher, I'm just like, oh, you don't love dance then.
Because you only like it when you're in the front.
Yeah. Yeah.
That like kind of goes back to like, you only like it when you're winning. Like
yeah,
that's
for
like,
sure. For sure.
I feel like when I like came back to project, like that was definitely like a big mindset shift for me is like, I like it so much better because I don't care what I'm placing.
Yeah.
And like, I just feel like if people like are only caring or they only are proud of themselves when they get first, like that's not like, and I feel like for us as like students, it's like, even if our dances don't get first, like if Molly's happy with them, like then it's like a win because like,
that's why I stopped going to awards. I'm like, let me know what happens, guys.
yeah. Like, cause like, it's so exciting when you win. Like we're all so excited, but like, just like if you're happy with them, even if we do win and you're mad about it, then it's like, oh yeah, it doesn't even matter.
I always say it matters more if I like it. Cause if it's a bad run and you win, I'm like, okay, but it was a bad run.
Yeah. So like we still get in trouble. Like, and we still like didn't make our corrections.
Yeah. I'm
like,
still not happy.
Like, I feel like that happened would change your mind a lot last year. Like, like it would, the dance would do so well.
Yeah. I'm like, but you messed up on that part.
Yeah. So you
didn't remember the correction change or.
Yeah. But I feel like you just have to like not care about awards and like what you get.
Yeah. I mean, being a dancer is.
You have to love
every
it
time
always.
You're on stage. Yeah.
And
you're not going to love it always, but.
Yeah. And I feel like you're really good about
even
that.
Even if you don't love it always, you could still work 100%.
Like you always like in the beginning of the year, you're always like, you tell the new people like, if there's a day where you're off and you walk in and you're off, like tell me. Yeah. So I'm not like screaming at you for like not working hard when like there's something going off. Like today, I mean, this year I passed out one day and I texted Molly and I was like, Molly, I passed out this morning.
It was here. Yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, I texted you and I was like, I passed out. So like, don't kill me tonight in class.
Yeah.
Because like, what if I like pass out again? And then you were like nice about it. Yeah. Obviously. You're not like gonna like.
I'm like, oh, we'll do Bosu then.
Stop. I hate Bosu. It's literally so bad. No, one day last year we did it, but like kind of. We did like half and half.
Yeah.
So it was like easier. Cause like we did like one side of the room would be, cause I don't think there was enough.
Yeah. And they're all deflating too.
Like we couldn't all do it at one time. So like one side of the room would be working on like something else while the other side did Bosu. Yeah. And I preferred to be on the side of the room that wasn't doing Bosu.
Shocker.
Yeah. Okay. I put a poll on my Instagram for listener questions and there was a lot. Like my Instagram was like, I think you got more than me. I was scrolling for a while of questions that people want to know because I feel like there's so many things that people want to know about you.
Okay, let's get into them.
What is your favorite group dance you've ever choreographed?
I don't like this one.
Okay, just like give like top 5.
Top 5. Okay, is this just at P21?
Yeah. Okay. Like just at project.
I'm just trying. Like I like them all for different reasons.
Yeah, I know. There's like not.
I'll try to do my best. Like I'm thinking all the way back, season 1. I don't remember anything. Season 1. I mean, Dance Like Your Daddy is like an iconic. It's a cult favorite.
Yeah.
I did love that one. I loved Bohemian Rhapsody. I'm gonna take my time, so don't. There's like almost
just go through
years.
each season.
Each season. Yeah. Okay, I like that better.
Yeah, like go through each season.
Okay. But season 2 slayed because I love Dangerous too.
Oh.
Okay, if I had to pick one from season 2, that was boho year, right?
Yeah.
I'll pick that one.
Yeah.
So like that was for me, that was like a little bit like out of my normal. Like,
yeah.
Dance Like Your Daddy was very me and it was so good and I loved it, but it just felt like that's what I do. It's very predictable, it's very Molly.
Right.
So I'll go with Bohemian Rhapsody.
Like more out of your comfort zone.
Yes. I forgot season 1. Season 1 was
like Another One Bites the
Dust. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I picked that one because we did that one last. I think like we added it towards the end of the year, so that's why I forget about it. Okay, that one. Season 2 was boho, and then 3. What was that?
Like He's a Dream.
Oh my god, what else? What was the mini dance?
Mambo Number 5.
Cute. No, very typical Molly.
Oh my god, I loved that dance.
I know. He's a Dream. Ballroom Blitz.
Oh, that was a good dance too.
Those costumes were so cool.
That was a good dance.
What was the older? Was this like last dance?
Like Whole Lotta Woman.
Okay, a whole lot of women.
Last Dance.
Last Dance. Can I say none for season 3? That's my vote.
Okay.
Well, you only gave me 5, so
Okay.
none for that one.
My favorite's Mama number 5.
It just feels very predictable. It was so cute. I loved it.
It was so
I love
such
Lou
a good
Bega.
dance. I feel like people would do that now.
Lou Bega's my religion for sure. I love him. Nice little fedora, little like step.
Yeah,
touch,
it was like a cute dance.
So
like
cute.
it wasn't like
Yeah, it was for me not anything
cool,
groundbreaking.
Yeah.
But I love that everyone loves it. Season 4. Okay, let's see. Oh, Famous was fun. Oh, Technologic was fun. Upside Down, loved that. Oh, One Night in Bangkok for season 4.
Oh yeah, that was a really good
Obviously.
dance, and I was so sad.
You weren't in it?
Yeah, because like
It was a flex for sure. Season 5, COVID year, loved Black and Gold, loved Grease, loved
oh my god,
Shimmy.
I have a story about Black and Gold.
Okay, spill.
You were right before us.
Oh yeah, 20%.
And then we all went to the audience to watch everyone from. And then everyone was like talking about it, like, oh my god, like this dance is so good.
I remember seeing Kenz after. She was like, I loved it, Kid Soccer. Okay, I think Black and Gold. Black and Gold season, that was 5, COVID year. Season 6. Oh, Bring on the Men for sure. That's like probably one of my top favorite dances I've ever done, Bring on the Men. And everyone is like, all her chair choreography just looks the same.
I feel like
to the untrained eye, maybe.
That's your response.
That's my response. Okay, it's really different. Season 7. Cell Block. Another chair one for all the haters. Definitely Cell Block over Love Letter to Ari. I
Really?
loved that one though. Yeah. I love Cell Block. And it was really hard. I always say like both of them were giant dances.
Mhm.
And they were such a different experience. I had a terrible experience doing Cell Block Tango. It was so hard for me. And Love Letter to Ari was so easy for me.
Like I remember because like I went to Osho obviously, and I was best friends with Loyola, but you'd be like level 3 come in for Love Letter Ari. Like you wouldn't make everyone come in at one time.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like I scheduled it that way. I'm
Yeah.
like, only the juniors I want to see. Yeah. So I think probably that's why that's
because it was like individual dances,
it was just
but
kind
like
of like
in one.
make it, put it together.
Yeah.
Like our Christmas videos, or all videos. But yeah, the like making everything flow for Cell Block was so hard for me. I'm not like naturally good at that, so it's hard for me. I was really nervous to do. It's kind of like that. It's
like
me same
very.
vibes.
It's like very.
It's actually way
flowy.
more enjoyable than Cell Block though, so that's great.
There's a lot of different parts to that dance.
And looks like we've gotten a little lazy on our
YouTube.
The rest. Yeah.
Kat, you might want to get on
Kat has a lot of jobs.
Okay, but I'm here now. I'm back.
So wait, last year?
Yeah.
What was that, 8?
Yeah.
Okay, so what were my names?
La Freak.
Loved.
Alien Superstar.
Loved. Under Pressure.
Oh,
Loved.
Under Pressure. What was the mini one? Oh.
Splish Splash, and we went as far as we felt like going.
Oh.
And River Deep.
Oh my god, it's River Deep. It has to be River Deep. It has to be River Deep. That dance was so good.
I know. I think La Freak. Sorry. Yours could be River Deep. I love that there's plenty. And then this year, I love all of them. I think I love West End, and I love You Don't Love Me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I always want to say You Don't Own Me.
You Don't Own Me.
That's a song though. And I'm hoping I will like love the finished product of Break My Soul.
Yeah.
It's just gonna be like
A lot.
you all better appreciate it. A lot of work is going into it.
Yeah, it is a lot of work for Molly. Like your hair started down yesterday and it was pulled back by the end of rehearsal. Like she literally comes in dance clothes because you're basically doing everything like so full out.
I'm a dance teacher. What else am I
Okay,
gonna come
but
in?
like no. Yesterday was great. It was a overall
It was very productive.
positive mood.
Productive for the little kids. Productive for you guys. Productive. Yeah, it was really good.
This weekend was hard because we learned the Korean Choi dance.
Yeah, you guys had a little bit of a harder weekend.
and then we did
Is
you.
it done?
Not even
I think you guys seem like you're close.
a minute and a half left. They told us.
Yeah, you know how far we have left in Break My Soul?
I literally don't even want to know.
We're like at 3:30 right
And
now.
it's 6.
No. It'll be like 5.
I thought you would be like longer.
No. Like cell block was like 6 though.
What is it like having to make up a new combo every single week? And not even just for us, for 2 different levels.
Sometimes I'm like, I wake up in the mornings and I go to my living room and I'm like, seriously, I still have to keep doing this. Like just every single time. And then I'm just like, I like go back to the being creative is just like exercising a muscle. So like you just do it.
Your brain is always working.
You just do it. Even if you don't want to do it, like just go make something up.
Yeah.
Something will flow.
Yeah.
Even if it's bad, you're still creating and that's like still good.
Yeah.
That's how I really talk myself
And
through
also like I feel like you do it like very like catered to us. Like last week you were like everyone needs to work on their core strength. So we're doing like a slower combo where you really have to think about your core.
Yeah.
Like it's like things like that.
I've been really slow about posting your guys' combos.
To get on it.
Busy doing them. Like making up dances.
What is a piece of advice you'd give to younger dancers who are like just starting?
Just starting dance?
Or like just like getting into the competition world?
I always say, let your love of dance lead you.
Yeah.
That's my best advice.
And like, just like don't care.
Not care. Because it's like, there's some great aspects to like being competitive dance. Like it teaches you great things.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was never like never got first overall ever in my whole life. So like, it's different for me, like than say like someone like Grayson who's like constantly always like winning. Like I was never like that, but I had friends who were like that.
Yeah.
And I saw how hard that was.
You told us this one time, but did you ever get a crown at CAR?
Yeah. I made like level 2 guest last year because convention competitions were not a thing.
Yeah. It was like the CAR showstoppers.
Showbiz. Love showbiz.
I remember last year we were trying to convince you to go.
I know.
Or like it was like this year and you were like, no.
I would totally take you. Vincent always tells me that too. He's like, just take them to a regular comp. But we did season 1. We went to Move. And it was just because we only had like each kid only had like 4 or 5 dances. So, it was like you had your first one at 8 a.m. and your next one at 2 and your last one at like 8.
Yeah.
Like it just was like, felt like it was dragging on when you could be like learning and taking class.
Yeah.
So I just think convention competitions are better suited for like the vibe we have. But what was the question? Oh,
advice.
No, we moved on. Crown. So I made level 2 ask and they were like, 14.
Oh, like how many crowns you've gotten?
How many crowns did I get? 5, 7, 14. I was like 1. Got 1 crown. I remember you
still have it?
I don't know that I do. I kept it for a while because I got it when I was like 12. My aunt solo is like a musical theater solo. And I didn't even like, it wasn't even a crown for first. It was a crown for like second runner up.
Oh my God.
So I was like second runner up and there was like first runner up and then a big crown. So I got like a tiny crown, but I was, hung that on my like
excited.
Yeah, it was definitely like all over my room for a long time up until I probably like left my childhood room. Yeah.
What is one of your favorite memories from season 8? So last year.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like this is a loaded question. I'm supposed to have a specific answer if she's asking me this.
Yeah, she did ask this.
Let me look at it. I want to see how she wrote it. Favorite memory of season 8. I feel like she's expecting a certain answer.
Yeah, I think so.
And my brain is mush. I have a really bad memory when it comes to things, but I can remember my first solo, like no big deal. Okay, I'm just gonna pretend that she's not expecting an answer and think about my favorite memory. I don't know.
Bowling?
No.
Showcase?
No.
Competitions?
I have like some really funny things that
really
went down.
funny.
I know.
Like the thing before Alien. It was so funny.
Yeah, I feel like I definitely laughed and I cried a lot last year.
Crying. And like we did this, you'd like tell us to breathe out loud during this part, remember? And then you told Loyola and I to snort.
Yeah, I recorded it.
And then it was like before we were like rehearsing. And then everyone was like, what?
It's in the beginning of Alien when it's like, what does it say?
Please do not be alarmed. Remain calm.
Remain calm. Whoa. Remain calm. And they all go, and I'm like, you guys, I want to hear you breathe. Like it needs to be a genuine.
It was like an every rehearsal thing.
Yeah, totally. Like
say.
You got to do it.
Yeah.
And then we were just silly because when it was like 11 o'clock at night, you guys were doing Alien.
And you like told us this like before, like 2 hours before, like Loyola and I
told you to do this? Oh,
yes.
2 hours before? Just so excited for it. And I was like, okay, guys, I'll record it. And when I'm counting you guys to breathe, just snort really loud.
And we did.
It was so funny. And everyone died laughing.
Everyone was like, what the heck? And I was like right next to Grayson. Grayson turned around and was like, what did you
It was so good.
It was so good.
Yeah,
and like
those like memories.
Yeah. We just like have a like
Nouveau Glendale was like super like when all you seniors were like backstage. I like love the seniors because they're so easy.
And like you would just like would sit there and like
I'm like,
be
you
like,
want to
show me a thing.
Yeah. And you guys were so cute. You like the seniors are just so easy and so cute.
It's not like full out. Oh, except that one time before my solo, but
I literally gave you a full private. Yeah.
like a full like
but
45 minutes.
So good.
So
like
necessary.
The best time you did it. Yeah.
Very necessary. But like we just like show you one thing, call it a day, and then
like
it's like so chill. Yeah, like I love that.
Yeah.
It's like
season 8 was great.
Season 8 was great.
It was so great.
This year will be great too.
It already is.
Okay. How long does it take to film your combos for class? I honestly don't even know this because like I don't know what time.
There's no clock laid or their Apple Watches. It varies. Like I was really taking a long time with our combo last week because it was slow because I was like, oh, it's a slow combo.
Yeah.
And then I looked at the clock and I was like, shoot, we only have a little bit of time left for filming. That's why no one did it for solos. So because it's a 2-hour class, I allot like a pretty good amount of time.
Yeah.
They warm up in beginning and then teach combo, then they do it in groups and then we flip it in groups and then we start filming. And if we start at 7:30, that gives us 30 minutes to film.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty normal.
It like feels like 30 minutes, but like you're also like doing it.
But that's like a generous amount of time. Sometimes it's like 7:40 I start.
Really?
And I'm like, oh, shoot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I try to because everyone pays a media fee. So I try to make sure everyone gets on camera.
Yeah. It definitely like depends, but
yeah,
it doesn't like feel like we're like standing there for so long, but you're also like doing it.
Yeah.
When you're like,
because you never know when you're gonna like.
Yeah, you don't know. Okay, I feel like people also don't know this. Like Molly just like sets right before.
Yeah.
It's not like set like, oh, like Grayson's gonna go and then like It's just like so random every single time.
Yeah, and everyone always gets like, why is so and so always center? I'm like, they place themselves.
Yeah, okay, yeah. That was a question a lot.
Jeez Louise.
That was a question a lot. Like, do you place for combo groups?
No, they don't even ask. They tell me, stop placing Grayson center.
No, she doesn't place us.
Yeah.
And like actually, one time,
honestly, whoever wants to place themselves center, good for you.
Yeah,
like,
and
great for you.
Okay. She gets like, sometimes like no one goes center and then you get mad and you're like, okay, next.
I get so mad.
Yeah, just go.
That's part of being a dancer, like taking
initiative.
Yeah, you all audition in like convention, like go put yourself in the front, put yourself out there. Like that's if Grayson wants to put herself center, like good for her. I was never the kid who was like that. Like
she does not place us.
And then like sometimes when it's like goes in a trio with like Avery and Lexi, like one of them will go center.
Yeah.
Like Grayson's nice. If someone's like, hey, can I go center?
She's
I'm sure she would say yes.
Yeah.
And like with you guys, like seniors, like you guys alternate too. Or sometimes if I want someone center, I will say, but I
rarely
ever. Yeah.
It's not like every group goes out and she's like, so-and-so goes center.
That
would take a lot more time. We need a lot more time if you were going to do that.
So-and-so, 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 so I turn my back to press play.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay.
That's literally how it goes.
That's how I find out who's center.
That's literally how it goes.
Yeah.
Like, actually, she turns around as like, it's
I
already
sit in my chair, take a long time, and I'm like, good luck.
I prefer when you sit in the chair than stand up and like walk around. That's more scary when you like see you behind Delaney.
Yeah. I normally sit down. Yeah. I've done my work.
It's my rest time.
My rest time.
Before you have to do it again for level 2.
For the level 2. Yeah.
Okay. Inspo for music used. Always seems to be music no one's used before.
That's very nice.
Selena's mom asked it.
Jackie! I miss her.
You do play a very wide range of music. Like even in technique, it's never the same.
Yeah.
Or you'll like ask us, like, what do you guys want to listen to?
Yeah. And they tell me names. I'm like, what? Who?
Yeah. And then you're like, is that trending right now?
Yeah. I'm like, what are the cool kids doing? No, yeah, I like my oldies. Grew up with a lot of like eclectic sounds I grew up like in a dance studio. And then like my dad was like in band, like growing up. He loved the Eagles and the Beatles, and my mom was Fleetwood Mac and Dixie Chicks, and my aunt was like Michael Jackson and all that funk. So yeah, I feel like
you just have a wide range.
I don't have anything specific. Yeah, I don't know how to use Spotify.
Yeah, she does use like the Apple Music.
Yeah, but I don't even like. I know you can create like a station, and then like that's like Spotify, and you'll hear new music.
Oh yeah, I do have that. Like it's like they craft it for you,
right? But I normally I should do that. Because then I'll be exposed to new music. But I just like listen to stuff I like.
I feel like we always have a very wide range. I'm never like, oh, she's playing this again.
What song did I?
Chemical
Romance. Teenagers.
She like introduces like us to new music. She'd be like, Kenz and Loyola, this song really reminds me of you.
Teenager scared the living out of me. And then they played it the next day on their way to school.
And then we literally listened to it on the way to school.
I was like, I just feel like you guys would vibe with this.
Yeah, she does do that. I love it. If Molly had her own dance convention, what would it be called?
Molly. Just kidding.
Molly Long, the dance convention.
I don't know. I hated coming up with Project 21. I would not do anything just because I didn't want to come up with a name, literally. I would make someone else do it. I'd make you do it.
Okay.
What would it be? What would my convention be called?
Like, I don't know.
Like, that's such like a
hard thing. It's like a name is like something that sticks with you.
It's like naming a child.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
It's like Project 21 is like, it's just like there forever.
It'd be called Project Convention.
Project Convention. Convention 21.
Convention 21.
What is the dance she's most excited to see at P21 Live?
Can I do one that's not mine?
Like, yeah.
I think, what's your Koi Troy senior piece called?
Like, I have no idea.
Yeah. It's not We Disappear, that's Timmy's, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that one.
The senior one?
Yeah. Adrift. No, that's their little kids.
I think it's like, yeah, I really have no
that
idea.
One. Or from mine, either Friends.
Was that juniors?
Yeah. I was really good at showcase filming. Where You Don't Love Me.
The dance I'm not in.
Salty.
How does it feel being examined so carefully, so often? Does it get exhausting?
Yeah, I just don't care. If I'd spent all the time,
yeah, like
I would not have time for you guys.
Yeah, like
yeah. I literally don't pay attention to anything.
Yeah, I feel like you don't, because you're always like social media detox, like all that stuff.
Always, yeah.
And I did it last year, and it's so nice.
The 2 weeks before your birthday.
Yeah. But I like want to do it again, but I'm also like.
I get why she doesn't want to, because her birthday's in January. And
and I told her, I was like, I need to be able to see who posts for me on my birthday.
I gotta know who my real friends are.
So like that's why I can't be like off social media.
I get it. But yeah, no, I don't care.
Okay. What happens in Molly's everyday life?
Everyday life. I wake up and make my coffee and love. Me and my stepdad talk about this. Like, that's
your favorite part of the day.
Such a great, yes.
Same.
Like, sometimes
my
I go to
morning
bed, I'm like,
routine.
oh my God, I can't wait to wake up and have coffee.
Same.
It's either I learned how to make the shaken espresso from Starbucks, the oat milk brown sugar.
Good.
Learned how to make that on my own, and it's just like so fun. Or I have a hot coffee. Today it was a hot coffee. And then I will I just got my kitchen done, so I'll go to my cute little island and I will like look at my emails, and normally I don't have any on my P21 one. Or just like talk with Kat and be like, what do we have to do today? And then if it's combo day, I'll like start making up combos. That's usually how my Wednesdays go.
Yeah.
On Tuesdays, I'll start with Mondays. Mondays are my day off because I'm normally flying back on a Sunday or sometimes on a Monday. And then, so it's genre day for them. So sometimes I'll go.
She does. Like you do kind of go a lot.
I want to go say hi to Ricky today. His kids will be there.
Really?
Yeah. They're just going to hang in my office. But yeah, they're super cute. They're little.
He always talks about them. Like half of our class is spent talking about his kids.
I think he's going to bring you guys something today. He told me.
I hope we don't have to do our dance.
Oh my God.
No. You know, he got like, someone came late and he made them do the dance by themselves. The entire dance. And then it was like, he does this thing where like
That's so embarrassing.
It's so sad. And then he
wait, why were they late? Was it Liam?
Yeah.
Oh, how sad.
Yeah.
She was probably coming from school.
Yeah. And then we do this thing where like we have to go in the front and like improv, and like one person has to do it, and no one ever wants to go and do it. And he gets really mad. Like he'll like stop the music, and then the last time we had him, he was like, if no one goes, like I'm picking someone to do the dance by themselves, and no one went. So then he picked someone to do the dance by themselves.
Who was it?
Brooklyn Laudia.
Oh, I bet she slayed though, honestly.
Yeah, like it was like fine. It was fine, but like still, like he literally
a hip hop dance by yourself.
That's terrible.
Wow.
And like I love our hip hop dance this year. So much better than last year.
And it's so tiring.
So hard.
I make you guys do it every day. You need to do it today. You guys like were dying after filming.
Oh yeah, it's really hard.
Have to call the police or the 911 or something. Like someone was gonna pass out after.
It was Loyola. She fell while we were doing it.
Oh yeah. Okay, so that was my Monday. So sometimes I'll pop in, ask Kat if like she needs anything.
Yeah.
that's like a lot of time. Like we get a lot of stuff done like on Mondays for
Yeah.
the week.
Oh yeah, like sometimes you're like sitting outside when we come,
Yeah.
like doing work.
It's we got new
So
like lunch
wholesome.
tables outside.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
like,
cute.
I'm always inside working in a studio or in a convention. Like, ugh. I'd be so much tanner if I was a soccer teacher, a soccer coach, whatever.
Same.
Yeah,
We're
look
both
at
so
this.
white.
And then Tuesdays, sometimes Kat and I will meet early to like talk about things.
Mhm.
But yeah, Tuesdays just like, I don't know, go to acupuncture, get things done. I don't start till like 3 on Tuesdays. Coffee, slow start to my morning. Plan things. I'm behind on Christmas shopping. I need to do that when I get home from this podcast. Wednesdays, coffee, plan combo, go to the studio, forget
Privates
combo,
and then
relearn
But you
combo
don't even
from
do
the.
that much. You like look at it like twice.
I think I do. Oh, well, then I go back and I watch you guys and the one I filmed myself, and I'm like, wow, I definitely taught them backwards. So, but it works. And then Thursday, I either fly out for jam or I will just like,
hang
like
out.
do laundry and stuff.
Yeah.
And then leave on a Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we have like sometimes rehearsals on Fridays and
Yeah.
Saturday and Sundays.
Like we have on this Friday.
Yep.
Can't wait.
Can't wait.
Are you missing it?
What? No.
You're not missing it.
I moved the flight to not miss it. I like literally dedicate my life to Molly. Like I'm supposed to go on a tropical vacation. But no. I will be at
let the
rehearsals
record
this
show I did
weekend.
not ask. Look,
Okay,
I just
also-
found out right now.
Also, remember when we
Christmas?
drove?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I said, don't do it.
Yeah,
I don't want
she
you to
did.
die.
No,
like,
she did. You did text me
I was
back
like, it's
and
not
you were
that
like,
important.
you were like, don't do that. You were like,
this was
you can learn
this time
it.
last year. It was
Yeah.
Christmas.
We drove, the twins and I drove from Michigan to California.
I was very against the idea.
Cross country to be at rehearsal.
Like over Christmas Day.
Yeah.
It was terrible.
And then we were in rehearsal. But
I was like, it's not worth it at
Yeah.
all. At
like
all.
you were like, it's fine. Like just take the next flight.
Yeah.
But like,
They're
no.
we're driving through a winter storm. I'm like, okay, don't.
And then David was like, I missed my flight from Arizona. And you were like,
spring
no
break.
excuse.
Yeah.
You were like, no excuse at this
I'm
point.
like, sorry, they drove across the world.
Yeah. Like I literally will do anything for Mom.
What am I gonna do without you?
I don't know. But I'm gonna come back a lot.
Yeah,
Because like
obviously.
hopefully I'm gonna go to school in California.
Yeah. Selena texted this week. She's like, combo? I'm like, no.
She's coming on. I have a date.
When?
The 4th of January.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Should I just like
Scare.
that would be so cute if I came. I'm gonna
Yeah.
come for a little. Don't tell her.
Okay.
Selena, don't watch this.
She probably won't like get to this part of the video. What do auditions look like?
21 auditions.
Yeah.
They're super chill. I feel like I've gotten so much chiller.
Yeah.
My old age. I don't even do them anymore. I just
They're
sit
2
there.
days.
For 2 days.
Wait, this
year was 1 day? I don't even remember.
year it was 1 day. We did both combos in 1 day, but it was like a really long audition.
It was like
3 hours. Paige did a modern.
Yeah.
And then Giselle did a jazz. And then we
Yeah.
did improv. And I improv'd on the wall.
I remember you and Grayson got into a little tiff. It was
Yeah,
like
we
it was a
talked
joke.
about this
It was a joke
yesterday.
tiff. Yeah. Oh, how
And like
funny.
it's like a thing like every time now.
It
Because
is?
Grayson always goes first. Like because she just like she's just like confident, you know?
Yeah,
Like
it's just her.
it-
Like
yeah,
no one
it's
is
just, like,
telling her to
her.
go first.
yeah, like she just like does, okay? And then
And
I
it's
was
not
like
bratty. It's
yeah,
not anything.
it's
It's
like-
just like good
and like
for you.
honestly like
if I had that confidence at 14, whatever.
and
how
like
old she
thank
is,
God she
15?
does because no one else would. So it's just like
good for her.
it's like everyone's kind of gotten used to it.
Yeah.
But no, at P21 auditions, I was like, Grayson, I am going
senior.
first.
She said, I'm a senior.
and she was like, Grayson literally was like, okay, like I'll go second.
Did you go first?
Yeah.
Okay.
I went first, Loyola went second, Grayson went third. And then now it's like a thing.
That is so funny.
Yeah.
Wait, so now you're going to go first every time?
Yeah.
It's amazing.
We were talking about like how like our prep for nationals improv. Grayson was like, that's like how I feel prepared to like do
Aw.
top 10. But I was like, I'm so prepared for the top 10, like not going to the top 10, you know? Like I'm prepared for my improv.
I'm prepared to watch you in the top 10,
like,
Grayson.
I'm prepared like to do it. Because like it's not like you prepare like certain people. It's
Right.
like everyone has to do it.
Right.
Like literally everyone
Yeah,
has to do it the equal amount.
Yeah, because I always say, like,
She
you
gives-
all assume you're going to make
Yeah.
it. Like, you all are going to be prepared. You're all going to
Yeah.
look as if you're going to be on that
Like
stage.
she literally was like giving me corrections on my improv last year.
Your hair better look nice. You better have some like
Oh,
light
yeah.
makeup
Oh,
on.
yeah.
Your
Like,
outfit
for-
better look put together.
For top 10 rehearsal, we all have to come down, warm up. Like even if you're
Yeah.
like
Oh, yeah.
not top 10 bound or like top 20 bound, like that's like how it goes.
Yeah, that's how you're going to take that into your life. Always going to be prepared.
Yeah, I feel like you do prepare us very well. Okay, This is like a jump question.
Okay.
What do you look like? What do you
what do I look like? I don't know.
What do you look for in a convention room, like for a standout?
Definitely. It's like kind of the same like for P21 dancer.
Yeah.
Like someone who is definitely
Clean.
hungry.
Oh. You like clean dancers.
Well, yeah, but you could be clean and like hate dance.
And you wouldn't like them as
Well,
much.
just like
so
someone
you
who-
want someone who like has a passion
I'm
for
only
dance
in the
and
room
it like
with them
radiates.
for an hour,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
And so like what I could tell you loved dance from that first audition.
Yeah.
Right. Like you love dance.
Yeah.
You love dance.
Yeah.
You still love dance.
Yeah.
And like when I give someone a correction like on jump and they're like, okay, like I
You're
love
like,
that.
yeah.
And not just like, ugh,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
but most kids don't do that. But like you can tell who's wanting that,
Right.
who's really receptive to
Right.
like corrections like that. Like I feel like Stella's really like that. Like,
Yeah,
I give her
she
corrections,
loves to dance.
okay,
Yeah.
okay. It's
Yeah.
like, give me more. What can you give
Yeah.
me more? And that's like someone you want to like, I want to be in the room with people like that.
Yeah.
Because that's allowing me to do my job.
Yeah.
You know? And then like, yeah, looking great is like learning the dance, being clean. In terms of like dancing, someone who's like hitting musicality, who's listening to what I'm asking for. All my combos call for something different.
A lot of musicality too.
A lot of musicality, a lot of clarity.
Yeah.
A lot of energy, a lot of power.
Yeah.
So yeah, those things.
What is your favorite age to teach?
Older kids.
Yeah, like I know.
Older kids.
Yeah.
Obviously I used to teach little kids all the time. That's how I got started. And I just think as I'm getting older and my age gap is getting further away from the little kids.
Because like when I was there, like you were so close in age to the older kids.
So weird. Like I think of like Malia and Autumn.
Yeah.
And like what did they just turn 22?
Yeah.
Like that's like close in age-ish to
you.
me. Like yeah, Nina's like what? Nina was born in 2000. So she's turning
wait, I
whatever
need to tell you
the year
something
is.
about her.
She's turning 24.
Okay. You like her birthday was like on a Thursday.
Okay.
And remember our privates on Thursdays would be like 10 hours, like on a Thursday.
Yes.
Okay. We would just like be at the studio all day.
Yeah.
Like you took a video of me being like, you're 18, like you're legal, you can do the police. And now I'm turning 18.
That is so weird.
It's so weird.
Wait, where's the video?
I know. I tried to find it. I can't find it.
Is it on my phone probably?
Well, it's like, yeah. Like I'm sure you have it. Like
Okay, so February when she turned 18,
Yeah.
so 2018 then.
Yeah.
Okay.
you have to find it. Because
Okay,
I was
well.
like, you can go to jail now. Like,
You could always go to jail.
And now like I'm 18.
Yeah.
Like, isn't that so weird?
That is weird. Who do you want to say it? Who, like how old were you then when she was 18?
Like I was like second year junior.
So someone who's 12.
Yeah.
I'll have Reagan say it.
Reagan would be like, you will go to jail.
With me, she'll say. She's like, I'll be right there with you. That's funny.
How do you see yourself in 10 years?
Shut up. Okay. I don't know. I used to plan my life a lot.
Yeah.
I literally thought I was going to be like, go to college right after high school, like USC, one of those, what are they, like the song girls or whatever.
Oh.
And like me and my friend Rocky, we grew up dancing. And we'll just have normal jobs. Like I literally did not see my life like going like this.
Is it like at all what you expected?
No, not at all. In a great way.
Really?
Love my life. Yeah, no, not at all.
So it was like your first year starting project was kind of like a very like taking a
risk. Everyone told me not to own a studio. Any studio owner you ask, they'll say, don't do it.
And look how like it turned out for you. Like so amazing.
I love my life. Very appreciative. But I would never thought it would be like this. So I don't try to play.
Kind of going along with that. What was the hardest part of opening a studio so young?
Just deciding how I was going to do things differently than when like the things I experienced at DP.
Right.
Definitely a lot of like the parental boundaries I have at P21 is because there was a lack of that at the studio I used to work at. So like learning kind of just like what I wanted and what I didn't. Like I would have parents text me when I was at Dance Precisions like at like midnight about like on a Monday or Tuesday about how their 8-year-old kid solo got third instead of first.
Crazy.
Like, yeah, it was just, and I was like now I'd be like, okay, block, like you don't get my number anymore. But like I was like 18, 19 at the time. Like it affected me so badly.
Yeah.
So definitely that.
Yeah.
Putting up like learning how to like just balance, like being super friendly to like the parents, but also like not letting them.
Boundaries.
And I was so young. Like I just look back and I'm like, wow, all these parents like just took a chance on this 21-year-old. Like I don't know if I would have done that.
If you see a dancer struggling or doubting themselves, what do you do to help? You are like so good at this.
Okay, struggling with dance, like they're not
Yeah, see, like they're not
loving it, or they're not like happy with their placement, or like what do you? I mean, I guess it wasn't your question. You can read it again.
if she sees a dancer doubting themselves, shy, or struggling with dance, how does she help?
How have I helped you?
Like
Like,
you're
what do you mean?
like you like are very like open, like with
Yeah.
conversation, and
Yeah.
like it's not like it's very like a conversation based like relationship where it's like you like tell me what like I need to work on, but then I also like feel so comfortable like telling you like what I'm feeling, like
Yeah.
being in the studio, like
Yeah.
and then I feel like
I
you can
definitely
like
try to keep that with you guys. I like love talking to teenagers. Like I don't know why people say like they hate teenagers, but I love you guys. Yeah, I definitely think I think you guys feel comfortable enough to come talk to me, like to
Yeah.
bring it up, and like and you all are pretty like articulate and really smart girls. You can like share with me what you
feeling.
and like what you think you're struggling
Yeah.
with. And if it's like I've had a lot of conversations like with Grayson about like keeping our focus on the love of dance and like not on like exterior things. And like I've had a lot of conversations with Stella recently about like actual physical dancing, like dancing fuller, and how I want her to match stuff. So I think just kind of figuring out, letting them know the things I see on my end and what they can do to do that. And help them in whatever way I can with
I
that.
feel like people don't like realize like how like open you really are. It's not like you just like scream at us and like we have no clue like what's going on. Like it's everyone's like knows like you know?
Yeah.
Like you're like I don't know. I feel like people have a lot of like misconceptions about you.
Don't care.
But like but like I literally could like talk to her like we literally talk in my private and you're like, Kenz, you need to do your solo.
Ken, stop talking.
Yeah.
Ken, stop talking. We have to do your solo.
Like this is how it goes every week. And then like
sometimes I'm like, is she doing this on purpose?
No, like I'm genuinely just talking. Like because like she's such like an easy person.
That happens
to talk
a lot
to.
with Sienna's privates too. I'm like, Sienna, like,
time to do
you
your
gotta
solo.
do your solo. I love talking to her.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's hard because you guys are so easy to talk to. And teenagers have a lot to say if you let them talk.
Sophia said, does she know how much she's actually accomplished and is she proud of herself?
Of course, proud of myself, proud of everything, you guys, everything. But yeah, I like sometimes I sit back and I'm like, wow. Not a lot, but when I do, I'm like, well, that's crazy. Like I said before, like I never would have pictured my life.
Yeah, like it's just
in a great
crazy.
way.
Yeah. Like just like imagining like kind of like if I never moved, like imagine if you never took that risk, like how different your life would be.
But I really do think it's literally because I love dance so much. Like that's really why.
Yeah.
That's why I think like anyone, regardless if you are winning your entire life growing up in competitive dance, like as long as you love it, like you'll find something to do with longevity.
Have you always been like jazz choreographer? Because like you literally can do contemporary. Like you clean my like instrumental contemporary solos.
No, at DP when I did like Single Ladies, the group of 5, they had like a lyrical. It was like there's no contemporary back then. It was lyrical. They had like a lyrical dance that I did as well.
But you've just always like found a love for jazz.
Yeah, I feel like I don't know if it's like convention or social media, but like it's kind of like put people in a lane.
Yeah.
Like back then, like everyone did everything. Everyone did jazz, everyone did lyrical, like everyone did musical theater.
Yeah.
Like your dance teacher did all of those. And now I feel like everyone's kind of just put into a lane, which I mean, whatever. Like it's just perception. Like, I mean, Grayson's white dress was like contemporary-ish, whatever it was.
Like jazz.
It was a dance. Like it's like what it is.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But you're like good about like we do every single style at the studio. Yeah. Literally modern, like Pilates, like everything. Like you're not like we don't just do jazz.
Yeah. That was like really important to me. And
we do Bosu.
Like, exposing you guys to like a lot of different people.
Yeah.
Because I feel like my dance teacher growing up, like she was very a little like just wanted us to
Yeah.
be with her only.
Right.
And like we couldn't take master classes with other people, and like we couldn't have other people like doing our
Right.
dances. And so like I felt like I was only good at her stuff.
Yeah.
And I thought like she was the only one who valued me as a dancer. And if I went and took anyone's class, like I wouldn't be a good dancer.
Yeah.
So like when I started P21, I really wanted like everyone to feel that they were a good dancer outside of me, outside of P21. Like they
Right.
could go into anyone. You can go to Renee's class. You could go to Ricky's class.
Yeah.
You could go take a tap class. You
Right.
could take a ballroom class. Like, and you were good because you were good, not
Yeah.
because like I made you good or
Yeah.
I was the only one who valued you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like you're like, you remember last year, like you'd be like, who do you want me to bring in?
Yeah.
Like you're like so good about that.
Yeah.
Like if like someone were to come to her and be like, I really, really want this person to teach, like you would like make it happen.
Yeah, for
So
sure.
like there's like never like any need for us to like go like anywhere else because like we have everything like
yeah. And I
at
just like don't want to
projects.
feel possessive over you. Like I don't.
Like we can't just do Molly jazz. Like you can do
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah. And like I'm very cautious about the people I bring into you guys because I I love bringing in Renee because I think like she inspires you guys, but she's also
Yeah.
a great person and a
Yeah.
great role model for you
Yeah.
guys to look up to.
Yeah.
And that's really important to me because I think we weren't super exposed to great people growing up. The people we were exposed to weren't great.
Yeah.
And they kind of like tainted my idea of like the LA dance scene is because they just were like not nice people and like
Yeah.
not great role models.
Yeah.
And so like if there is someone I don't think is a great role model, I won't bring them in for
Yeah.
you guys. Like so I'm like very adamant about that.
For
But like
sure.
anyone I think is like I loved bringing Alan for you guys because I'm like he's not only
So
like so
fun
talented,
and
but
just,
he's
like-
a good guy. And
Yeah.
like he's like a good, I don't know, he makes the dance world look
Yeah.
good. Like it's better with
Yeah.
him in it.
Yeah.
And I feel that with like kind of all the people I bring in. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Danny. God, I love Danny.
he's great. Like
I'm
he's-
literally always like, Molly, please bring Danny back. And she's like, Kenz,
Yeah.
you need to do technique.
Yeah, you can't only have Danny. But yeah, like great people who are like good for you and like
Yeah.
will make you feel good and not like,
Yeah.
you know. So
Yeah. Okay. I also do this every episode.
okay.
A pro and a con of Kenz.
Okay.
Molly's known me since I was like literally 10. Like that's so weird.
I'm trying to think of a con.
Okay.
Like a legit con.
Okay.
I have so many. I'm just kidding.
She's like, where do I start?
No, a con is that you left what for 3 years? 2, 3, 4?
It was like so against my will.
4?
Yeah.
Jeez, all of high school. I mean, like it's a high school career.
It was like literally so against my will. Like
That's
I hope
definitely
you know.
a heavy con.
Yeah.
Con. I don't know what else. There's no cons. That's my con.
Okay.
Pros that you can take over my studio.
No, I really want to.
Ever
like-
since she was 10, she could have taken it over. Like literally.
Literally.
No, but my pro really is, I feel like I was telling someone else, I can't remember who. I've told several people this, but I'm just like, I think it's Renee probably.
Mm.
She was like, I love how much she's obsessed with you, like about you to me.
Yeah.
She's like, she talks about you all the time. And I'm like, that's just her though. Like when she loves people,
I
she's
love
committed.
them.
She's
And then when I don't,
loves
I really
hard.
don't.
Like she's committed. If she's invested, like it's whole heart, whole everything. Like not just one foot in, one
Yeah.
foot out. It's like full committed.
Like,
Like
if-
you got the love
Yeah.
for life.
Like I feel like anyone who knows me literally knows like I'm literally obsessed with Molly. Like, hello. I don't think I wouldn't be here my senior year. I would have just like stayed where I was because
Yeah.
it's like so much less.
Yeah,
like, right?
yeah.
So it's like I could be doing so many more things. And like
Yeah.
even with OSHA, like I could be doing so many more things. But like I'm not because of like how much I love you. Like literally. But she knows that, so it's not like a shock.
No, you could tell me more.
Okay. Okay. Literally okay. Okay. Now it's time for merch.
Yeah.
So we have 3 different color options
Okay.
as of now.
Okay.
There's like more in the works, and then I'll bring them to the
Oh.
studio.
I want you to guess what. Okay, wait. I want to see all of them.
Gray and green.
Okay, let me look. Mm-hmm.
Green and gray.
Wait, does one have a
Yeah, that one
Okay,
does have a hood.
noted?
And then white and blue.
Okay, I know what color I want. Are you gonna guess?
And then there's one with the hood.
That's a game changer. I like a hood.
Really?
So, oh, is that not cool? I like a hood.
So I think you want this one.
I think I want the gray one.
Yeah.
You picked it. That's what I was
Yeah, I
thinking.
know
I
you
love the
would
green
want
one though
that
too. Is it a large?
Yeah, they're
Okay, good. Oh, they're so
oversized.
soft.
Yeah, they're comfortable.
I love it.
They're not for sale, so it's only the people who come on the podcast
Only
get
people who were
it.
invited. I had to invite
Special.
myself. I just want to let you know.
No, guys. She literally was like, when my mom and I sat down to like, we were like, oh, we're finally gonna do this. It's like something we've been talking about like doing forever. We like made a list of like who I should bring on, and like some of them were a stretch. And then you were first, like very first, like Molly. And I was like, I'm not asking her.
I knew you were scared. That's why I had to invite myself.
I was like, I'm not asking her.
I
And
knew she
then
would
it
be
was like,
afraid
and
to.
then it was like I was gonna ask you like the first like the episode with the twins dropped. So that like Wednesday in my private, I was gonna ask you, but then I like really did like I was like I can't.
You were too scared.
Yeah, and then it was like it got to like episode 10, and I was like, now it's just weird to ask. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like now it's just like weird.
Yeah. So I did. It's true. I had to invite myself.
But like
But I
she
kind of
literally
always knew you were just like nervous to ask me.
yeah. Okay, this is definitely my new favorite episode.
Liar.
And I'm wearing I'm literally not kidding. And I'm wearing my Dark Paradise shirt
Love.
because like this is the solo that like we both like
Changed your life.
yeah
Both of our lives.
yeah.
It was a duet every private.
Yeah,
I was
like,
dancing with you.
Yeah, and she like literally like the solo would not be anything.
It was so good.
Ugh.
Didn't I have to cut the music myself too?
Like she literally like I got it choreographed, and then it was like choreography round 2 every single time because like we literally like changed so much, but like for the better. Oh my god! And it was my first year junior.
Yeah.
First time competing, I got second overall.
No, I know. It was like it was so
such
good
an
too.
exciting moment.
Didn't you wear the braid?
Yeah.
One,
okay,
two,
the
or
first
two?
time, the first time I wore the bun, and then we were like, no.
Yeah.
Like that made it look weird.
And it was a green costume.
Yeah, like
It was
you designed the
cute.
costume.
Yeah, it was so cute.
Yeah.
And remember, I had a vision about your "Help Me Lose My Mind" costume.
And then people did it after
Correct.
with different colors.
Yeah.
But
There's
you
no lie
literally-
there.
Like actually,
I dreamt it. Like I literally was
And then-
asleep, and I woke up. I was like, I know what your costume's gonna
You
be. It wasn't
texted
even my
me.
choreography.
Yeah.
Like, what am I
No.
doing? Yeah, it was so cute.
Yeah.
It was like it had like balloon pants or
Yeah.
something at the end, right?
Yeah. Those were
colors.
like both like I did such good solos that year, and then it went downhill after that.
And
No, but then this year it's
she's
good.
so vibing with her senior year solo.
I
But
am.
you should tell them like the way you prefaced it before I saw
Okay,
it.
I was like,
She hyped this sucker up. I mean, it's so good. It,
No, I
it
did
was,
hype it
it was
up.
worth the hype. But like, I was like, oh my god, Ken's like,
I was like standing there. She's like, okay, are you ready? And I was like, yeah, like Molly, like be
Molly, are
prepared.
you ready? That's what you said. Molly, are you ready for this?
I was like, before my private, she's like, yeah.
She's like, you're gonna be obsessed. I'm like, there's so much pressure on this solo right now. I'm very
and then
scared.
like I talked about it for like a good 3 minutes, and then I was like, and she's like, are you ready? And
And
I was like, no, wait,
Not
now I
even
can't
just
do
the
it.
three. We were texting about it.
Oh,
Renee
yeah.
was texting like she can't wait to show you. She's so excited to
Yeah, like-
show you.
Renee was like, I'm not sending it to Molly because you will show her live
Yes.
in person for the first time. Like there was so much like
No, I just
amp
love
up
that you
going
love
into-
it that
I
much.
do
It's so
love
good.
it.
It's like your
I
best
just
solo.
like I just feel like it's like the first time like in like a long time. Like I've really like literally since probably Dark Paradise that like
Yeah.
I've been invested in a solo.
Which is so
So
great.
it's like exciting.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
It's looking so good.
Yeah. And oh my god. And then like
Wait, remember you broke your nose? Is it okay?
yeah.
Okay.
in my
This
private on
past
Wednesday.
Wednesday. She was like,
No, I was like so tired, and then Molly was like, "You have to do it full out again." And I was like, "I'm so tired,
Doing my job.
Molly." And she was like, "Stamina, Kenz, play."
Yeah.
Before I even had time to like say anything, you like play
like you're doing
again.
Because I think we were talking before.
no, we were cleaning it because we've been working really hard recently.
No, we were talking before.
No, we cleaned it, and then I did the part that we cleaned full out, and then you were like, "You have to do the full thing full out again."
But we were talking before.
Yeah, okay.
I swear, I will tell you what we were talking about, but I don't think you want me to.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes. We were talking.
Yeah.
And then I was like, Kenz, we have to do it. And then we cleaned the section.
Yeah.
You thought I was going to say just do the section.
Yeah,
And I said, no, do the whole thing.
Because you like mark the section.
Yeah.
But then I like do it kind of full out because I need to like think about my corrections. And then I'm so tired when we do it full out.
When her life's so hard. And you did it, and then she hit her nose on her knee.
Yeah. And I was like, oh my God, it's broken.
yeah. I was like, okay, bye. Good job.
Yeah. We're like, good night. See you tomorrow.
Drive safe.
Don't get in a car accident.
Yeah, don't.
Okay. Anyways, I'm so grateful you came.
It was so fun.
So fun.
This is what our privates look like. Just
Literally.
back and forth
No.
always.
Literally. Like this is a sneak peek into our
Same thing.
private.
Yeah.
So we will do a follow-up episode.
Oh, I get to do it again?
Yeah.
That's what
like,
it is?
Yeah. Like
You get
in
to come
like
back.
a year.
A
When,
year?
like-
Oh, that's so long.
No. Like when I'm like in college.
Oh,
Okay. Not like
I
a
want to
year.
come back sooner.
Okay.
This was
Like-
so fun.
Okay.
What about like right before you graduate?
Yeah. Or like, yeah. Okay, right before I
Like
graduate,
right
we'll do a
before nationals,
follow-up.
like start of summer or something.
Yeah, like after we've like done all of our regionals showcase, we can update on everything that happened that we talked about today.
Yeah.
And then like see where we both are, where I am. Like
okay.
that's crazy.
What college you're going to and
Yeah.
stuff.
Oh, I'm like
I'm sure you'll say that before I come on.
No, but I like keep Molly very updated in my
I know
college
all
life.
of the drama of all three of their.
Always.
Yeah. I'm very stressed for them.
Yeah, she like helped me film.
Oh yeah. Help Sammy too.
Yeah.
Not Loyola. She didn't ask.
Because she's just like
She's whatever.
Yeah.
She's chill. She's like,
always
whatever. Yeah.
But yeah, I keep her very up to date on my college. So she'll probably, literally, you'll probably will be the first person to know.
Can't wait.
Yeah.
It's going to be great no matter what.
We'll do a follow-up episode. So stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
And
people.
thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
I will see you guys next week with a new episode, a new year.
Woo!
2024. Let's do this.
Let's do it.
Bye.